President Jonathan, all the PDP governors were brought together to ensure that we were all in the same frame of mind. And I recall that some of us said, given the circumstances of the death of President Umaru Yar'Adua and given the PDP zoning arrangement, it was expected that the North was to produce the president for a given number of years. He went further to say, I recall that at that discussion, it was agreed that Jonathan would serve only one term of 4 years, and we all signed the agreement. Even when Jonathan went to Kampala in Uganda, he also said he was going to serve a single term. That's a quote that was linked to Governor Babangida Aliyu of Niger State. Comrade Tijani, can you tell us why would the North want the power to return to them?
I told you earlier on, a few select group of people do not make Nigeria, do not make any part of this country. Babangida Aliyu is a governor. He has his interest. He knew where and what and for what he's saying, what he's saying. We've been standing on our the positions that the North has no business going after presidency right now.
So this is not not the yearnings of the people in the North.
The average Northerner is yearning for that peace and tranquility and food, job. Every Nigerian.
So this is not a popular yearning.
We have said it before. The problem is the leadership from all the regions of this country hardly have a listening ear to the people. So in the North, we talked about let us get back home, let us rally around each other, let us know what our problem is, identify them, and find a way to move to the next level. What have they been doing? They are all thinking about how to sustain themselves in those offices. This is not what the Northern. Look at the situation that is happening right now, the insecurity of the Boko Haram. I am an active member of the fallouts of the arrests that is going on around inside Lagos State now, because somebody was apprehended with bombs and whatever, and he happens to be from Chad. But the issue is he is like a Northerner in his dressing modes and his antecedents, a Northerner. He always comes into the Northern description. And for that singular purpose, when the presidency and the Inspector General of Police decided to meet up with this demand of insecurity, every Northerner in Lagos State is in trouble. You get picked up without any chance of escape. Now, I have, from my organization's point of view, bailed out about 1,700 and over 1,700 people who were thought to be illegal immigrants from across the border. But they look like Hausa people. They look like Northerners. And for that reason, they have picked them up. They have taken them to Alausa, taken them through the immigration. Some are even taken across the border only to be repatriated, and they don't know where to dump them. The AYCF now ended up balancing the situation. We appear on the scene, we bail them out, we take them back to where they are. So now you tell me.
For the average man on the streets of the northern states of Nigeria, power to the North is not a major issue.
It's not an issue.
All right, thank you. I would like to take you up, Mr. Ranta. One of the former militants in the Niger Delta, Tom Polo, was interviewed early in the week, and if we'd like to take that particular track now to see what he said, and I have Mr. Ranta comment on that particular statement.
No amount of good one will do in this life, people will still criticize you. So what Goodluck has done is to show that 2015 is for him. We are going to get 2015. Nobody will stop us. If anybody is trying to stop us, that means they are trying to maybe do something funny, because it's our right, and we are going to get it by the grace of God.
Mr. Oranta, you heard him. Why would anybody think the right to presidency is to their zone?
Well, you just had Comrade Tijani, and you just had Barrister Ubani. There are different people in different parts of this country who honestly, seriously believe that they have the monopoly or the right to 2015. I am not going to stay here to argue about their right to say what they believe in, whoever they are. Right. And Tobolo is my friend and brother. He has a right to believe in his brother, the president. He has a right to believe in the man who got him and his colleagues to accede to amnesty, which, by the way, we keep forgetting because, like Professor Ole Soyinka says, we have a selective amnesia. We forget that this young man and others of his ilk had reduced us to beggars as a nation. They had gotten us down from 2.4 then million barrels a day to 700,000 barrels a day. And they did that mainly because they were listening to elders and leaders of the Niger Delta, particularly the vice president, then, Goodluck Jonathan, who's president now. Now, if his psyche might be, if you take away this man who convinced us to put down our arms, whereas to date there has still been no appreciable change in critical infrastructure, there has been no appreciable change in human capacity development, there has been no passage of the petroleum industry bill, there have been no gains for the people. Some may argue that Tom Polo has gained personally. I don't know about that. That's debatable. But the point remains that the people of the Niger Delta have not gained as much as they should have gained by now under any presidency, especially under the presidency of Goodluck Jonathan. And this is mainly not because of the president himself, but because of the agents of the president. Those people heading the MDAs, ministers, special advisors, special assistants, who think that it is all they have been put in there to steal money, to acquire wealth, and not in any way to represent the people's thoughts, rights, or needs. So, a Tombolo might think that if this Jonathan leaves, things are going to get worse for the region if whilst he's there, they have not got better. And so maybe we need for him to remain there a bit longer so we get more out for the region.
Because now, as the game goes now, it's now becoming like a table tennis game. You get your turn, I get my turn. That's the way. But let me. You need to
remember what Comrade Tijani has said, and it really pleased me because he has always said this. The AY Youth Consultative Forum has never changed its position, and its position has been: we want, it's the same position as Israel Kemi, same position as Undead, same position as Nigbo. We want a better life for the people of Nigeria. Well, we really do not care who gives us the better life.
All right. Just to round up now, gentlemen, Barrister Bani and Comrade Tijani, I would like you to comment on this just in a minute because we still have one more segment before the show ends. I want you to comment just in a minute. I'll start with Comrade Tijani. Now, the issue is that a lot of governors seems to have ambitions for the presidency. Yeah. What's your take on that?
Yeah, well,
they are posters in Kaduna. Though they said
they are somebody's boys. They are somebody's boys. Jonathan said he never sent them out for his posters when it was muted out. Sule Lamido, some weeks back, was on the TV talking about he never gave a thought about presidency because he is in the governance where Jonathan is the president and he is a governor of a state. The term has not expired. So why should he even be thinking about that? But what we are talking about, I said it, they are playing with us. So what I call for is that thing that we are running away from. The Sovereign National Conference has the answer. If we refuse that, God save us.
Thank you, Comrade Tijani.
Yeah.
Barrister Bani, I would like you to take... APC is coming on board. They are saying opposition parties are coming together.
That's right.
What impact do you think that will have?
Well,
more pressure for the president?
Yeah, more pressure. But the point is, what is their goal? What is their interest? Is it personal interest or national interest? Because it's very critical. As I wanted to round up by saying that Nigeria, at this point in time, is diagnosed sick. He has been what is reading now is positive. I don't know whether it's HIV positive or malaria positive or typhoid. But the point is, the diagnosis now requires treatment. And that treatment means all leaders of thought, political philosophers, must come together for us to reason. If President Jonathan wins election in 2015, the implications are grave. If the Hausa Fulani wins election in 2015, the grave implication is there, staring us in the face. It's either we sit down now and redress this issue and talk about Nigeria and how we're going to live in unity and in progress. If we don't do it, the implication is that whosoever that the Hausa Igbos win election in 2015, there may not be Nigeria for us to stay together. It's very grave.
We need a national dialogue.
So it's a consensus.
We need it. We need it.
Right now.
Thank you so
Right
much,
now.
gentlemen. Mr. Ranta, thank you for joining us. Comrade Tijani, thank you for joining us. And Barrister Ubani, I really appreciate you guys coming.